I wanted to bike from Seoul to Busan since a long time. And I have been training because I love biking, and this is a wonderful way to see a country. I have always liked biking, but I have actually never done such a long trip before. I have done long distances in 1 day, maybe, or 2 days, but not in 3 days. So this was a first for me, so it was a real personal challenge as well. But I was accompanied with some great friends and other bike riders, so we did it together. Sweden, Korea has a very special meaning. Already less than 3 months after the outbreak of the war in September 1950, a Swedish field hospital arrived here to Busan. 150 Swedish doctors and nurses, and they stayed 7 years. And you know, they treated the fighters, of course, on the southern side, actually also some of the North Korean and Chinese prisoners of war, and notably they treated all of the refugees and the civilian population. So they stayed here throughout the war and several years after the war.
(1950년 9월 1일) 만 6년 6개월간에 걸쳐서 우리나라 의료 사업에 헌신하여 많은 공적을 남기고 이안하게 될 스웨덴 저수사병원에게 그 사업을 찬양하는 이 대통령 각하의 표창장 수여식과 동정원 폐원식이 3월 20일 부산에 있는 동정원 광장에서 거행되었습니다. 이 표창장은 이날 정보건사회부 장관에 의해서 동정원장에게 전달되었습니다.
There was an opening to go just before these very important and meaningful meetings in Busan, remembering the veterans and the Korean War. Go through in this bicycle pace and autumn Korea with the leaves and these fantastic colors have just been amazing. And the nature and the hospitality of the people, it's been really a memory for life, I must say. I must say that we spent the first night in Suambu, which is a town where the mountains start. And I might say that area was really spectacular, but also several areas along the rivers here just north of Busan and around Gumi are so beautiful. You go long stretches along the river, fantastic bike path, road, so you could go in a nice pace and just enjoy the scenery. There's so many places that I've enjoyed, and I've discovered new parts of Korea that I hadn't seen before, which was great. I had a flat tire, but it was actually only one flat tire of the whole group, which is very good. But it came to me, so I had to change the inner tube. And then we had a long day yesterday, so we had to ride a little bit in the dark to arrive in Dalsong, where we spent the night. It was a little bit chilly, but no accidents and no incidents, so it's been really a delight. So that's why I wanted to do it, to really pay tribute to all the victims and bike for peace. That was a wonderful reason. And if I may add one thing, you know, I have been thinking about the victims and about the veterans, but I've also been thinking about all the refugees, because, you know, many refugees they fled from Seoul all the way to Busan during the war. So we have more or less followed the tracks of those refugees during our way, and that is something we've also been thinking about. So it has several very symbolic meanings for me, this trip from Seoul to Busan.